That's a big thing. Like a lot of people miss it is like if you don't have a phone number, email, or something like that, it's one thing, but get a button or something that people could just type to you, because nowadays people are antisocial and don't want to talk on the phone anyway.
Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. You'll notice that Alex isn't with us. That's because he has explosive diarrhea. It's been nice. We finally get to see it. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Well, see, told you that was going to happen. So if you're here, welcome guys. Alex should be here in a little bit, but we are going to get this show started. With us tonight, we've got Kyle and his new pooch.
Yeah.
Wave Poochie. It's like the cutest dog ever. Oh my goodness. And then we've got Anthony Montez, becoming one of our regulars, and our special guest tonight, Andrew Farmer, here to talk with us today about learning the tips and tricks to make Shopify and or e-commerce a little bit easier on your life as we come up to fall, because yes, fall is coming. Like literally, it's like winter is coming. So anyways, gentlemen, what have you been up to? What's new?
Everybody at once. I guess I'll start off. I just been doing some work on like some wedding stuff. I have a couple that I bought a used whiskey barrel for.
Ooh, nice.
And actually I bought two, and then I tore one down and took the barrel head and made a design for the barrel head, and then backfilled it with some black paint, stained it, and put some clear on it, like a polyacrylic.
Oh, nice.
So that they're going to use it as their guest book. So everybody that comes is going to write on it with a Sharpie or whatever. So I did the front and the back so that they have plenty of real estate for people to write things down and whatnot. So I've been working on that. That was a lot of time today, just putting the different coats and stuff on it. And see, aside from that, there's some kind of exciting news I woke up to this morning. Mike C on our Discord dropped in the diode section that Xtool had in fact announced a new laser, and this time it wasn't an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yep, going to mention thoughts on the F1 Ultra.
Yep,
So Xtool has announced the F1 Ultra, which is a 20-watt diode and IR unit. So instead of the 10-watt and 2-watt IR that it was running in the first generation, the new Ultra is running a 20-watt diode and a 20-watt IR. So they say fiber in the promotional materials and stuff, but it's not technically a fiber laser. I don't believe it looks like it's an IR diode. So but still 20 watts, that's kind of crazy.
That's what I said. And the one thing that Kyle and we saw that like after you had posted something in one of the chats earlier, we looked and it was like 10 kilograms heavier.
Oh wow.
So yeah, literally like an extra like 22 pounds heavier.
It's not just 10 kilograms heavier, it's also got double the work area size.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, double weight and height, which is actually 4 times the amount, but
yeah. 4 times the working space. So instead of the 100 millimeters or 110 millimeters that you got with the F1 Ultra is 220. So you're going to have a lot, way more working space. Like Kyle said, 4 times. And so that should give you a little bit of depth of field too on some stuff. So
it is taller. Did you guys notice that? Like it's beefier, man.
Yeah, it dwarfs the F1. They have like a side by side, and it's like the F1 too. Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. And you can put down $100 deposit and save $1,000. So I broke out the old debit card and blew the dust off of it and swiped that bad boy for $100. And
like
I guess that
as it slid through the e-commerce, it was just like, ew, no,
not again. So
you just got paid off. Yeah, I feel you on that one.
So I'm pretty stoked about that because, I love me my diodes, and I've been like in my head kind of messing around with thoughts on how to like do a DIY diode galvo. And then this pops up this morning. I was like, all right, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Take the DIY out of it.
Swipe.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
That fly marking setup on the conveyor looks pretty wild, though.
That does. And I'm hoping, I'm sure you'll have to use the proprietary, the XCS stuff, but
I would guess so.
Even without the conveyor belt,
have that, and EasyCAD's is wishy-washy, so.
We're like fangirling over here.
So camera's built into the unit, so it should be able to, even though you don't have if you don't have the conveyor belt, just drop stuff on there and it should hopefully auto align.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know what he's talking about, you can actually go, we'll have a link, we'll put one into this in case you come to this later, but literally like the conveyor belt's here, and as it passes through, you can align where you want your work to look like where you want it, and it will literally just use an AI pretty much feature to kind of figure out, okay, if this heart's turned this way, we need to turn the design this way, and it'll actually auto place it and calculate, and it'll slow the work down and zap it as it needs to zap it, which is pretty cool. Like that's pretty standard for like commercial units, but not for this kind of stuff. So it's pretty neat to see that coming down the pipe.
Yeah, I mean, Xtool, I've had my issues with them in the past, but I mean, you really can't argue with the fact that they're like innovators in the field. So, I mean, they're always the ones that are setting the new mark for diode technology. And in 2 years, they managed to 10x the power of the IR diodes, which is pretty crazy. So either they were severely underpowered from the beginning, or they had some sort of little breakthrough. And there's a little, if you go to the website, there's a video series that they're doing on like the development of it, and it's pretty interesting to watch, like 5.5 minutes or something like that. But they talk about how like the CEO personally does an unboxing of all of their things before they ship, and he like rates it. He's like, okay, I'm gonna rate the experience of unboxing this. And he expresses his opinions on some things, and he's like, all right, well, now part of the unboxing is going to be the customer's first engrave, and we want to make sure that goes smoothly too. So it's like, it's really cool, like, you know, just the continuous drive that they have to better all of the time. So if you got a couple minutes, go ahead and watch it. It's worth the watch.
Yeah, we'll get a link for that and put it in there. Kyle, what have you been up to, man? We'll save Andrew for last.
Puppy.
Yeah, literally. All
puppy,
things new.
We picked up our puppy. We've had her for a little over a week now, and she currently has zoomies playing with a Deadpool rope toy that we bought her. Which
Nice.
Hilarious to watch. And there's some family stuff going on this week. Has been a little off for me, so it's been a weird week for me. But
actually have a life outside of lasers? What? Oh my God.
Not a lot of lasering in my life in the last week.
I, on the other hand, have had way too much lasering. I have, so these signs right here, I've made 100 of them, and it's insane. And then these go into a die-cast aluminum thing with two 24-inch rod that's getting put into the ground. I just literally turned over 35 chef's knives over to the head of a culinary program, which, by the way, Teacher Appreciation Week. Reach out to the schools, see if there's anything they're still missing, because honestly, there's literally schools who've been like, hey, we need like 50 of these like stat. And I was like, ooh, okay. So that's a really good opportunity. Nurses Week is going on right now, right? What else they got? My God, there's something else. So what is it?
Mother's Day on Sunday.
Oh my God, yeah, Mother's Day. People I hope they've reached out to you by now.
Yeah, I had a couple last minute people come through today.
Yeah, I've had a couple people who are like, hey, didn't you say you got some jewelry or something? I'm like, yeah, I got you, bro. No names. But anyways, the other thing was the sublimation. Oh, yeah, we got to mention our sponsors. So real quick, shout out to Johnson Plastics Plus for being our sponsor. One of the things that I just received was a sublimation printer. And if you saw today's social media post by Miranda, she literally put on there me talking about this thing. Dude, this thing is so dope. So the reason that we're looking at it is I've always wanted to have color added to my shop, but again, without painting, without sanding, without all that stuff. And I made this week. Like, look at this. That's crazy, man. So again, not really anything like laser related, but this is the kind of stuff that I always have people come in and they say like, hey, can you do this? And I've always had to tell them no. And for like $775, like there's a printer was $450. But the whole package was like $775 for like everything that you get. And literally, I feel like I'll be able to pay the machine up pretty fast. Just saying. Like, I've already got one lady who came this week, and she got Mother's Day spoons and spatulas that she got, and something else. And long story short, like she saw the color printing like hanging on the wall, and she's like, "What's that? Tell me about it." And it's the end of school coming up in like a month, and she said she already wants to get shirts for like all the girls in her daughter's class. So I was like, so anyways, big week.
I mean, diversity is pretty important if you're trying to run like a successful business.
Shop,
yeah. I mean, you don't want to like pigeonhole yourself into like one specific niche unless you have the volume to feed it. I mean, if you're selling one thing and it's just selling like hotcakes, then I guess sure. But I don't think it's ever a bad thing to add more capability as long as you're good with it. And,
but that's the thing. Like we were talking about, like people keep asking in all the different groups about, like even today on the LMA, we had a guy who asked about UV printing, and that's like the threshold to get in there. Minimum, like if you got a direct machine, is like $15K. So $15,000 for a machine, like I'm not there, but like $1,000, like I can pay to play that game and see how it goes. And that's like including a whole bunch of blanks. And then even Andrew, shooting it over to Andrew, he was saying that Beth does a ton of like sublimation and stuff too, to like add to the versatility of their shop. Right.
Yeah.
So just saying, Andrew, what you been up to, man? Haven't heard from you in a while. Been busy.
Work. It's busy season at work, but on top of that, doing websites and helping a friend get his personalized pet thing going.
It's awesome, dude.
But mostly work.
Yeah, I feel you.
Trying to study a little bit here and there, but
I was gonna say you've been getting like certifications and all kinds of stuff. Like every time I hear you, you're like, "Yeah, I'm studying for this next certification and doing all that stuff," which is why we had him come on. So real quick, I'll give you a rundown.
None of them apply to Shopify, but you know.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I'll give you guys. I have seen in probably a multitude of groups on Facebook. I'm sure you guys have too. Like a lot of people are starting to ask about websites. Everybody always asks about it, but this is the time to be thinking about it because fall is 3 months away. And if you wait, we were literally just talking before the show. Like if you wait until like September or October to start caring about a website, you're going to be in the thick of it. If you really are, if you're fortunate enough to be in the thick of it. But that's when it's money time, dude. Like my thought was Christmas in July is coming up. Why not have somebody who knows about SEO and websites and helping people find you and all that kind of stuff now, so that you can hopefully get those orders now and even get some of these machines we're talking about and all that kind of stuff. So Andrew's here. But before he gets going, I want to say hi to everybody in chat. A whole bunch of people. All right. So we got Vinny over here. We got Bronson. What's going on, guys? We got Miranda's in chat. Laura first. Wow. Laura's first again. Way to go, Laura. Let's see. Who else we got? Gulf Coast Lasers. What's going on? Sam is here. We got, oh my goodness, some more people. Mike C.
Hey, Mike
Bob
C.
From Weedy Widgets. Yeah, what's up? Then we got Corey Ovenstone. Nice. It's a new person, never seen you before. Hello. APY Designs. Good to see you. New here. This will be my first live. Oh, nice. Welcome. The Discord and LMA have been so helpful. Excited to be part of the community. Yep. Welcome. Oh, Laser of Love said, Kyle, how's the new puppy doing? She's such a love bug.
She likes her cuddles. She likes to play and she likes to go for walks, which is great for my waistline.
All right. So let's see. We got EMS week is coming up. Yeah, nice. Thank you for reminding us that. Jim, what's going on? Bunny Eater, what's up? Let's see. Engraved Dreams. I hope everyone's having a great evening. I'm changing out my Omtech limit switch, but just put my deposit down for a red line. Oh, dang. That is an upgrade. Holy crap. Like, that's right there. Look at that. Laser of Love said, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, so I was telling Laura I'm like nervous about this sublimation stuff, and she's always so nice. She's like, you're going to do awesome. You're going to be great. So thank you. Hey, it's Richie. Nice. That's all right. Cool. Finally made it to a live stream. 806 Lasers, welcome. All right. So I'm going to quit yapping. The whole star of the show today is Andrew. So you know how to do the whole like sharing thing and all that kind of stuff, right? Share your screen.
Yep.
Go for it. So I'm going to let him take it over. If you guys have any questions about SEO, I'm not going to want to like blow up your spot about what you're going to talk about, but as he's going, ask the questions in chat. We'll star them and we'll kind of stop intermittently to talk about them. That's kind of how I'm thinking it'll go. And then Alex should at some point pop in if he's not dead, leaned over somewhere against the wall. All right, take it away, sir.
All right. Well, to start, everybody always asks what the best thing is for e-commerce. It's mostly going to be Shopify, but there's different things for different people. Like Shopify, you can scale pretty much anywhere. They have, the fastest, most reliable out of almost everybody. The best support, but there's downsides. Almost everything custom needs like an app you have to pay for, or you get somebody like me to make it for you, but you still end up paying for stuff like that. Whereas like if you have WooCommerce on WordPress, you have to find your own hosting. So it can be cheaper monthly. You don't have to pay for as many apps and stuff like that, but you have to worry about like security risks if you don't get it set up right, which is also where I come in. I can set it up so it's secure. But it's also, there's no support because it's a free plugin for WordPress. WooCommerce isn't like their own thing. So you're not going to have any support, anything like that. And then like if you have like a giant store, you have Magento and stuff like that. But most of us don't have anything big enough to need that. So for like the best things would be just stick with Shopify unless you have something like where you need a lot of customization. Hey, look at that. I made that.
There you go. Yeah. So this is one of the websites, in case you guys don't know about websites or it's not something that you've looked at so far. By the way, Gulf Coast said most are anti-2A. Oh, yeah. Second Amendment. Gotcha.
That's another reason you would want to go with WordPress, because you can use your own payment processor without paying a ton of extra fees. Because it's not really the websites necessarily. I mean, Shopify will knock you for that, but 90% of the time it's the payment processor.
Right.
And they'll dock you for certain things.
Yeah, so any type of pew-pews, right? There's a lot of, especially because I will say too, there's a lot of things around that people just don't know the ins and out of. It's kind of like selling knives between like different states. There's some places you can sell a knife to, no problem. Like Florida, they don't care, right? Like we literally are just like, we use it to skin gators, but certain states won't let you do that kind of stuff. And there's all kinds of laws and stuff around it. So what about this that they're looking at? What can you tell them? What do you got?
Yours was simple. I just wanted it cleaned up. So put a nice little eye-catching banner with a video behind it, some products, and then an about me down bottom.
Yep, got the video.
That's like super simple.
There's me and my kids, and that's the name of my company is ELC. So literally Evelyn, Levi, and Cade. And then little about me, but this right here was something that I literally lacked. Like as dumb as it is, just to contact us. Andrew's like, you don't even have one. And I was like, I don't know. Like people call me. And so boom, got to contact us. And when they click on it, it literally takes you to this. And I've gotten the amount of money that it cost me to do to hire Andrew, like got, I think fixed in I paid it back in like 2 orders. So just saying, like, not a big deal. It's pretty cool. And then like I had a couple of people actually sign up for my email that goes out, and then the reviews. And that's usually what all people want to see is, what do you make, right? Which is right here. Who are you? How do I get a hold of you? And what do people think of you? And there's the reviews at the bottom. So like, boom, right up front. Pretty sweet. So anyways, all right, back to you, sir. What do you got?
Oh, I can show the difference between like some WordPress and Shopify.
Yeah, go for it, man. I'll quit sharing my screen.
Yeah, I got to rearrange my screen so you don't see like a matrix of things.
I got you. By the way, Anthony, you actually just open up like a physical space. So what's the deal with that? Like, do you use a website too? Do you feel like
Yeah, Andrew made a website for me as well.
Did.
It's I still need to learn how to manage it, but yeah, I mean, I have the website with basically the same kind of setup. I mean, some images of work I've done, a little bit about me, a contact us, and I don't think I have any reviews yet, but yeah, it's good. I think I probably get a lot more hits off of like Google and Facebook, but they both tie to my website too. So I mean, it gets traffic, but I think it's good to have like that representation, especially if you kind of stink at keeping up on social media posts like I do. I need to get a lot better at that, but
yeah, I'm pretty shitty. I didn't really know. My thing is like I'm really excited if I actually remember to take a picture, but then actually posting it somewhere. Because my thing is, I feel like people don't want, like all the people who are friends on Facebook and people who know me on social might not want to see everything. But then every time I do post it, they're like, and I get a whole bunch of like people wanting what I made. Like like for Mother's Day, I had the spoons, which were a big hit. And I was shocked because it's literally just like nothing tastes as great as when blank makes it. And you just put a lady's name. And everybody was like, genius. And I was like, really? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, sure. Laura and Bronson both asked, how much do you charge for a website? How much what's the pricing for setup?
Different per project. So if it's like a complete setup, it's between like $400 and $800. But like if it's something simple, redesign, $100, $200. It varies per project.
Yeah. And so mine was a redesign. Like I had gone in and created a Shopify and it was hideous. Like it was functional, but it was pretty garbage. Most people didn't even use the Shopify. Like they went to the website, saw it, and then straight up called me because they were like, nah, this isn't going to work. And that's usually how people like found me on Google, saw the website, and they're like, okay, the pictures were helpful, but I just called you. And so sales on the website, I still like my sales on the website are garbage because people contact me instead. A lot of people like the texting, and Andrew set it up for me so that when they message me, it dings on my computer and I can just basically text them. So I still, so which is pretty sweet. Like, oh my God, Andrew killed me. Oh no. So anyways,
double pandas.
Oh God, double pandas. Like I saw that down there this whole time and I'm like, this is how he's going to come into the show.
I'm not dead yet.
What's funny is that actually looks a lot like you earlier today. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. That's why I picked it.
Andrew, what's up, man?
There he is.
So, anyways, I agree. I think Google is probably the best way to get people to find you, but then having that ability to get it to the next level, it's kind of what Andrew's going to talk about here. Alex, what have you been up to, man, while he's getting that ready?
Just dying. Casually.
Oh my God. All right, so let's see.
You'd have me restart.
Have we been running for 20 minutes? Hey, guess what? I have an announcement while Andrew gets finished setting up.
Well, he's already ready, but go for it.
All right, never mind. Nope. Goodbye.
You're good.
The panda's heart baby when it broke.
Dude, I laughed so hard.
I was filming that live with Alex, and I literally had to mute myself because I was laughing so hard.
If you rewatch it, there's actually no context in that video, but it's double pandas, not because there were two pandas in the glass piece, but because that was the second one that Kyle and I had unboxed. And if you watch me when I'm doing the face palm and trying not to cry, if you look in the background on the shelf, there's another one already put on display in the shop. So it was actually quadruple pandas, and one of them survived and is on display. It's a fun little Easter egg for you to go back.
Laura said that you people who laughed are assholes, and it wasn't funny. Laura, I don't appreciate the vulgar language, ma'am, but I do appreciate the sentiment. You're an angel. By the way, a couple of people have, like Andrew, while he's been getting ready, like they literally are already like clamoring for you. They want your help, man. So Corey Evanstone said, do you do websites for companies in the US only, or do you offer worldwide support?
I could do worldwide, but policies, any, thing related legal wise, which I don't handle really in the US anyway, but like you have to handle all of that, and you will most likely have to set up your own payment processor and stuff like that, because overseas usually uses different things than here in the US.
Yeah, because there's like different laws that go with like certain, like even in certain states, you have to have certain things on there too. And
yeah, like a lot of people won't even ship outside of the United States because then you got to worry about VAT and all the other extra taxes and stuff, which I don't completely understand either.
Yeah, I got you. Gulf Coast said, we need one for our new venture, Syntex Custom Creations, and they're using WordPress. So that'd be somebody. By the way, for those of you who want to talk to Andrew after the show, there is a link in the description down below. where we put it to his new website, which is was it 242 Solutions, right?
424.
424. I'm a little dyslexic. It's okay. 424 Solutions down below. And then Bronson Cuban Crack said he's just gonna get his Nana check and he might have to hit you up. So it's so great. There's people who are like, we're doing worldwide conglomerate. And he's like, I'm investing to become a worldwide conglomerate. Anyways, all right, let's see. Vinny said we wouldn't let Alex make the announcement. That's right. Shut up, Alex. God. All right, Andrew, go for it, buddy.
So, just because Anthony was talking about his site, this is his. Nice and simple. Eventually, he'll actually have something here. We were talking about this the other day, where we could actually put some products up. But yeah, this one's done on WordPress. It's just something simple to get his name out there and send people. And he's got a little contact us thing too. Actually, he's got two of them. Got that guy too. That's a big thing. Like, a lot of people miss it is like, if you don't have a phone number, email, or something like that, it's one thing, but get a button or something that people could just type to you, because nowadays people are antisocial and don't want to talk on the phone anyway. So having a contact form is kind of necessary.
I'm a millennial and I would rather die than call somebody. So
yeah, I just set up my business phone, and actually allowed people to call it, and I hate it.
I am an elder millennial. Apparently, I'm the first year that millennials existed. So you youngins, I'd rather call people, just me, because I'd rather get the direct answer instead of waiting for hours and hours. That's just me. But anyways, so what's the difference between something like this and Shopify? What's the big difference cost-wise or functionality-wise?
Cost-wise, if you have something low traffic and you host with someone like me, where I have a reseller server, so I have one server with a few different people on it. If you don't have a ton of traffic, it could be cheaper monthly. You don't need all the extra plugins. Most of them are free anyway on WordPress. But like I was saying before, you have to worry about security, so make sure it gets set up right. And because it's not hosted on something as big as Shopify, you'll have downtime when they do maintenance. It's not really escapable unless you use something like Amazon or Google for your hosting, which ends up being ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
But Shopify, depending on what you do, is you don't need plugins for most of the things on Shopify either. This one has tons of options for hats. You have a little text box where you type in what you need. You can upload your own logo.
What?
And then different patch options. This is all done on Shopify. I did it so he didn't need a single plugin for this. And then I also have it set up with bulk pricing. And
whoa, you got bulk pricing on there? What?
Yeah.
Go back.
Which most of it is usually done with apps, but I have one theme that I highly customized.
Yeah.
A lot of just little code here and there, and figuring out how things work.
How much would this cost somebody to do? A full-blown custom situation?
This one between $500 and $600, depending on what exactly you need done. But it has every single option, anything you can think of. But that's just the one page. He has the whole full-fledged website with a gallery, all that. Everybody needs a photo gallery too. You got to have something. Show off your work.
Well, and the other thing too is if you go back, I can tell you more than anything, one of the questions I always get asked is, what are your price breakpoints? Anthony, what about you? Do people always hit you up for your breakpoints? Bulk, oh, what's the price on bulk? What if I get 100? What if I get 200?
Yeah, every once in a while. I haven't done too many huge orders that. But...
Oh man, yeah. See, and that's the nice thing. So I feel like I've been fortunate. I've been doing more business to business lately, and I've been getting those 100. The video I ended up actually just making an Ascend, the Rotoboss Ascend video that we're gonna have coming out soon. I hope. I had 200 cups that got ordered through 3 different people. So it was 100, a 50, and a 50, and then another 50 got ordered after that. And so I was like, why not make a video? Because this is what I've been waiting for, is something to just really put this thing through its paces, and that would be great. And so we did it. And it's just one of those things where it's like, you don't, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because like the value, it's like $1,300 for a Rotoboss to send, right? Like it's an expensive tool, but so is a website. So when you sit there and think like, oh my God, $600, $800, the return, like that machine, the $1,300 got paid off in 75 cups. And then the rest of those 125, 175 cups are pure profit that I could not have had without that tool. And so to me, that's what a website is. If anybody out there doesn't have a website yet and you've been wondering, is it worth it? I really think that the amount of money I've spent, because Shopify for me is like $480 a year. I think $500, right? $40 a month, I think, for like the basic. Yeah. So $40 a month for 500. Are you going to reel in $500 worth of work? Because if so, it paid itself off. You know what I mean? Like, so what are your thoughts on that, Andrew?
I mean, usually you end up saving if you do yearly, but it's kind of like a big step for most people, especially with, businesses like ours. They mostly start out as hobbies. We're not, pulling in tons of money. But for $40 a month, he's got to sell 1.5 hats, just for an example. Price your stuff accordingly. Don't undersell yourself, because that's what people on Etsy do. It's like a race to the bottom. Know what you're worth, know what you want to sell things for, and get your stuff out there. And if you have like something like this where all the pictures are nice and even and easy to look at, people are going to want to buy this,
Yeah, and to me, this looks professional as hell. Like, it's really nice looking.
One of the things that we always talk about here is like setting up your Google My Business listing, and like getting found in like local search and stuff.
I did that for 4 of these sites.
Yeah, when I am a customer and I'm looking for businesses and I find local results that have Google My Business listings, if they don't have a website to click on while I'm scrolling through those listings, I don't click it at all. So I mean, I won't call, I won't do anything. I'll just pick a different one that has a website. I'm going to
back that up with this right here. APY Designs said, I refuse to call anyone, but also want an instant answer. And that's what Andrew is showing you. And that's what Anthony just said happened too. Like literally you get the website, even if you don't use it. Like Anthony doesn't even have products really listed on it yet, because he's got to get the photos up and get everything. He kind of had that physical shop set up this year, all that stuff. But without that website, like Alex said, you're kind of just shooting in the dark. People are like, who the heck is this guy? And they're going to pick the person who has one over you every time. So
one thing I want to show, like, it's kind of related to wanting an instant answer, but if you don't have time to talk to people,
that's it.
I sell these. It's an AI chatbot. You tell the AI exactly what your business is about, what you do, and it answers everything for you.
The fuck?
Yeah, like, what's your price range? I just threw things in there before the show, so it's not really right. And it'll automatically answer immediately.
Wow.
Like, you just feed the AI everything, and it just words it nicely.
So our services range in price depending on the specific project and requirements. For example, simple designs, 175. Oh, dude, that's cool as heck. Holy crap.
Yeah. And I literally just gave it like simple words. Like, I didn't write any of that.
It's a better answer than you gave a minute ago.
Exactly. That's why AI is
just have them type in all your questions for the rest of this.
I should, right?
ChatGPT, like you just see him. But like, yeah, Alex said the same thing. Google answering my phone is the best bleeping thing that ever happened to me.
I get a daily report anytime I have any activity. It tells you how many calls you got, how many missed calls you got. And I get probably 4 or 5 calls a week at least off of Google. And so just, now I have a dedicated business phone as well. So having that dedicated phone line when people call, because buying a house and stuff, I get so many spam calls I've gotten over the last 6-8 months.
Oh my God, yeah.
Sometimes my phone rings and I'm just like, I'm not going to answer you because I don't know who you are. But now I'm like, well, I'm running a business, so I feel obligated to answer the phone. But then, it's just somebody wanting to talk about my car's warranty.
You know what my message is on my phone, dude? It straight up is like, hey, this is Matt from ELC Creations. You probably want to talk to me. Text me to get an answer. That's it.
Nice.
Because I like spam. Like, everybody gets it, man.
Yeah. So, if I do miss a call, typically I will text and I'll just say, hey, this is Anthony with Beaming Up Laser Works. I apologize for missing your call. Is now a good time to talk? and most of the time they'll just text back. They won't be like, yeah, call me. So
yeah. So you got good product pictures are the most important thing. What are the apps that you think people should use to make these photos look good? Because these photos are dope.
These were I still love JDS, so I can't really say anything about that.
I got you.
But the biggest thing that's like been growing and growing is Photo Room. Like I started using them when they first came out, and they've changed so much. And I think it's like what, $10 a month, and you can take a picture and have it set like literally anywhere. But if you have like Adobe Suite, Photoshop is good. Like all these pictures up here were all redone with Photoshop's AI. Like I didn't do anything. I just told it what I wanted. Like the picture actually cut off here and here, and I just extended it with Photoshop.
Yeah. Your thumbnail today, actually, I made with Adobe Express. Because I took the picture we had of you and I said, AI generative fill. I was like, picture of a road going away into the desert. And it was just like background. And I was like, oh, damn. It was like 2 minutes.
This is one of my favorite sites. Like these colors are actually directly matched up to the Tumblr, like on these swatches. It's just simple little things like that that'll like catch people's attention. It's got the same thing, logo upload, customization, little drop down with policies.
Now, is this a Shopify or is this like one that
this is Shopify?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So this is full-fledged Shopify, and there's no apps on any of this.
So this is just all stuff that you made.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that's awesome. Wild.
By the way, so if you guys don't know or you don't understand, Shopify is a customizable storefront. That's basically how they sell it. So the way Shopify works, you pay $40 for the basic, like I want to start a business and have people know about it website. Which, by the way, we got to talk about getting your URL. That'll be like, that's another thing. So literally like mine is ELC Creations. You've got lasereverything.net. You've got 424 Solutions, all that stuff. Anthony's, what's yours, Anthony?
BeamItUpLW.com.
There you go. Beam It Up LW. See, and that's the thing too. Like that's long. Beam Up Laserworks, since we're shortening it. So, anyways, you get all that stuff going, and then the next thing you got to kind of figure out and ask yourself is like, what functionalities do you want on this website, right? So you've got the whole thing, you got the business, you got the website finally, but like, what would be the difference between like a standard, like what are the functions everybody wants? Would be the question. What do you always hear about people wanting?
For laser businesses, it's these two things: a file upload where they can have the logo and a text box, and obviously variations. This one's actually not Shopify. This is a print shop I'm doing. He does a whole bunch of different stuff, but like stuff like this, you can do on either platform where you have like, you can charge extra for double-sided, single-sided. He's got the bulk pricing here too.
And do you have a way of like limiting the character count for the customization where you say,
that's a good one.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
Yeah, like most of them are limited to like 30 or 40 or something like that, like from the beginning. But like the reason I went with WordPress on this one is he's an actual print shop, so some things he wanted to have a built-in designer. For something like this on Shopify, I can't do by myself, and it's like tons and tons of money. This was nothing.
Yeah, and so that's what I was trying to get to with the Shopify thing is like, so there are people who are design companies, like there's people who have like a team of engineers and designers and web developers and all that stuff, app developers, and you literally pay them X amount of dollars for whatever tool it is that you want. And Shopify gets a percentage of that because they have like, it's almost like Apple iOS or the Google store, the app store. Because what happens is those people pay a fee to be on their market, and then they get a percentage, but you get those people's abilities and tools that they're able to kind of import into Shopify. So if you guys don't know, like Zakiki is a good customizer that we've talked about on here since I think like when I first started hanging out with you guys. And it's a really cool tool in a lot of ways, but it lacks some stuff. And so if you really wanted to stay on Shopify and you wanted to have that pure customization, a lot of people are paying like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 because the thing about Zakiki is they take a portion of your sales. So every time you make a sale, you're paying the 3% for your credit card transaction. You're paying the percentage to Shopify. You're paying a percentage to Zakiki. And when you do X amount of sales, that can add up to thousands and thousands of dollars. So when you've got somebody like Andrew who can literally custom build you that same kind of a thing for under $1,000 or around $1,000 or just over, whatever you guys come up with, it's pretty mind blowing. So, anyways,
like this one I just started. He wanted something like this with the circle menu, and it's originally from a theme from the Shopify theme store for like $300. It took me 15 minutes to make this, and it works.
What?
But he does a lot of like gang sheet for DTF, so you could build your own sheet. This one actually doesn't cost anything monthly, but takes like 5%, kind of like you were saying with the percentage.
Yeah.
So it takes a part of your sale, but it's kind of cool how it has everything built in.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude. And again, if you wanted that same functionality on a Shopify or some other sites, you might be paying like thousands of dollars.
Well, this one's Shopify.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sorry, I'm bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think like if you wanted to buy it, you know what I'm saying? Like buy the outright program for it. And so anyways, go ahead.
Plugin.
Yes, plugin. There you go. Yeah. All right. So a couple of questions real quick while we're looking here. Let's see. Oh, nice. Bunny Eater said Photoshop beta now has AI backgrounds, $10 a month for full Photoshop with photographers playing. Oh, nice. That's pretty dope. Is that so? I guess they realize they're losing out the photo room. They're trying to keep up.
But photo room, believe it or not, they usually do better with like the background removals than Photoshop lately. Dude, it's like crazy how accurate it is.
And the shadow generation. So if you guys have never used that, go check it out, man. Like it literally, like I paid for it for I think like 6 months or something. Like right when they started, and they had like a 6-month plan. I ended up not using it as much, but dude, it was really cool. Like you could just take a picture of a cup, and it would be anywhere and everywhere. So, all right, what do you got in front of us now? What's this? Oh, Beth's creation.
This is a WordPress. Yeah, this is the wife's. I mean, you got some of my stuff right on the homepage because I can't not be there. But she does a lot of sublimation and crochet. But it's another thing where like it's the same style where you have like all the custom options on the products and stuff. It all comes down to preference, and like you could tell this is a little bit slower because it's not hosted on Shopify.
Right.
But you can have the same options with your little text box, upload a file. I don't really take care of this website as much as I should because I'm too busy with everything else.
You'll love me no matter what. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah. You got little stupid things like that I hide in most people's sites. Like I think I did that to Anthony's too.
Have you ever just hid like a tiny little dick on someone's website?
No.
It's just
no. It's usually something like this with a little animation somewhere.
You should let them work on laser everything. You might be surprised one day.
I know.
Yeah, right.
Little Easter egg. Don't worry about it.
So the other thing, let's talk about the URLs. We were talking about that earlier in the week. Like, so what's the deal? Because I honestly, like, my thing is, where should you spend your time? So you're saying get photos and all that. And then the other thing is like finding a URL. That's a big one. So yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
Before you buy the domain, because they're usually only like $15. I think I charge 15 and then like 18 for renewal or something like that, because I can sell them too. Shopify is like 15. But before you buy it, one, make sure it matches your business. If you don't have your business set up yet, I would look through this first. And then before you buy it, make sure all the social media accounts are available, because social media is huge. And if you get like a website and then you realize like 3 other people have your same name, people are going to get confused going back and forth.
Yeah.
Like it took me forever to come up with this name. I was doing everything either under Beth's Creations or my own name. And then I was like, hey, I live at this address, so I'm going to do that. Nice and easy.
Like,
you want to check social media.
I was surprised with ELC Creations when I was like, who the hell is going to have that? Apparently other people. And so like that's why my Instagram is like at ELC_creations. And so I was still able to kind of get close, but it's like one more thing. And then I started having people asking me if I make the tumblers with the resin and stuff like that, because this lady did. And I was like, and they were asking me in Spanish because she's a Spanish lady. I mean, I was still able to answer back. I was like, no, which is Spanish for no. So just saying.
Well, that's like
basically
Beth for hers is Beth's Creations, but the website's Beth's Creations NJ, because the regular one is some lady in Pennsylvania that sells yarn, which is ironic because she uses yarn a lot. But so I just had to add like a little NJ after because we're in New
Nice.
Jersey. But yeah, you gotta do some research before you go full out and get all your logos designed and all that stuff. Like you can see, I'm super creative with my logos. I got a purple diamond there, and then
Whatever.
mine's a purple diamond.
I paid like $50 to a guy I know online, and he was just like, I can make you something with a laser and a tree. And I was like, awesome. Like it came out, and I was like, all right, sweet. All right. So
all my color schemes match.
And then the other thing is like, what do you guys, for anybody, and this is for Alex, because Alex's business was Monroe Laser Engraving, right? And he's from Monroe County. So that's where like, I've got ELC Creations. It was my very first name. And it's good because it's my kids. The reason it kind of goes into my backstory, like my brand is I started doing laser engraving because I was like, oh man, I'm a teacher and I'm poor. I'm going to have to like do something on the side to like offset my inability to earn for like the, with my main job. And so I'm making this stuff and trying to make a future for my kids. So ELC Creations, it makes sense, but you don't really get that from the name. You have to listen to the story or you have to read the story, which, I don't know. So that was the option that I chose at first, but I also recently bought Plant City Laser Engraving because I'm from Plant City and it's laser engraving. So like, what do you guys think on those? Anybody?
I don't know. Somebody's been emailing me every week to buy New Jersey laser engraving for $700, and I'm like, no, dude.
I was getting those for a while too. After you started my email, some guy was like, "Hey, Illinois laser engraving's available still." I'm like, I live in Iowa. Well, granted, I'm right on the border, but still.
Well, that's another thing too.
I'm pretty sure those emails are scams.
Yeah.
But
what's not scams are people that steal domains. Like if you search for a domain name more than like 5 times in a couple days, somebody will buy it and then resell it for more money. Like I saw one, it was $15, and I kept checking to make sure it was still there, and then like by the end of the week it was $700 because somebody bought it and put it back up.
Yeah, and there's people
watch that.
There's actually like I read online, there's like bots in Reddit. They were talking about bots that basically comb through for like McDonald's.com. Like they wait for somebody who like they give that job to somebody who's like it's their cousin's sister's nephew, and they're like, here's the one job you have to do this year, and he's like, okay, and then he fucks up.
There was somebody that bought Google back in like the early 2000s. Yeah, somebody bought Google, and Google ended up paying them like a ridiculous amount of money.
That's insane.
Well, like it lapsed for like a split second, and they had a bot that just caught it. It was great. It was all over the news for a while. I don't know. I'm interested in that kind of thing.
Speaking of names, so check this out. This is Mike C said he ran into the name issue when he tried to secure an EIN.
Yeah.
And that's a
you gotta like match everything up. But you could also do like DBAs, like doing business as.
Yep.
Like Best Creations isn't actually under my EIN. It's all under 424 Solutions, which used to have a worse name, but we'll not go there.
Yeah,
that was actually
that story.
I mean, it's on my website, but whatever.
Yeah, and that's one of the things too. Like DBAs, we could talk about that. That's actually discussed in the business course that we just got put up on the LMA. By the way, if you haven't gone to check it out, go check it out. But yeah, DBAs are super useful because that's the thing. Like I could keep ELC Creations and all my checking accounts would be good, all my information would be good, but I'd literally just be able to go boop and trade over to do business as Plant City Laser Engraving, and that wouldn't be a big deal. Too common of a name. I searched in Florida and registered there, but it overlapped with others across the country. Yeah. And so that's one of those things when you go to the federal level, there is a website that you can kind of search through the database and see. But again, don't be afraid to name your company whatever you want and then do business ads. I think in Florida, it costs $50 or $75 to file a DBA. And you can do it all online and it's like approved within like X amount of days. I think it's like 3 to 5 business days. They get back to you.
Yeah. Here to do a DBA, I think I just have to go to my town hall with my information and file. I think it's like a $20 form, but I have to do it in person because they're stupid.
All right. Well, I've got a question that relates to Andrew. If I had ELC Creations and it's all set up the way I like it, but I wanted to change it to, because I already own the other one, plantcitylaserengraving.com. Like, how does that work? If like, would you just do like anybody who typed this in, it feeds them over to Plant City Laser Engraving or something?
So I'm actually working on one of those right now. Like this is
dang, there you go.
actually Cali Keepsakes, and he's rebranding right now. The domain switch is easy, and you can forward it. So anybody that goes to ELC will get forwarded. The hardest part is getting SEO to work right because Google hates when you change things. So
Right.
you have to remap everything to your new domain, then make sure Google knows, it's still the same person. Because otherwise they're going to be like, hey, you're falsifying information. Like we just went to set up his Google profile, and because it's still linked to Cali Keepsakes, they're like, oh, you're not who you say you are, and Google denies you right away. But it also messes with SEO, so you'll see a drop in, organic search traffic. But the
Okay.
forwarding part itself is like super easy.
Well, yeah, because it basically just like
forwarded.
You type in whatever and it just clicks them right over, right?
Yeah, like I think in this, I might have one set up in here, but you just go into domains and they already automatically forward your original Shopify domain and it's going to do the same thing. So it'll just redirect to your new one.
All right.
Super
yeah.
easy.
And Rose Kindred is saying, lucky here I had to take out 2 physical ads for 3 weeks. And some weird laws where you have to notify the county in case others have the name, as well as announcing when you open and what you provide. So after going through all of that stuff, there you go. Instead of
sounds like a LLC requirement.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and that's depending on where you are. By the way, there are weird laws. Like that's one of the things when when I was doing the business courses, Alex was like, make sure you put like on every website, this may be different where you're from. Check into it where you're from. And then I've actually found a website for every state. Like it had all of the state's business things in one shot. And I was able to just link that to like on every one of the business pages at the bottom. I don't know if all the links are active, but it might cover like 47 out of 50 states. So
close enough.
Yeah. All right. So this is the gallery. Yeah. Take a look at this. This is cool.
I put one of these on like every website. It just shows like different things because you're not going to have every little custom thing listed as an option. So if you show like what you can do, like Anthony's got one just showcasing all the stuff he does, which he does a lot of crazy stuff.
Wait,
every website.
I'm not good. Cut my knife into brisket. I rub it for my fork.
That's like a perfect one to be the main image right there.
And then just like the hardcore like metal behind it.
Exactly, yeah.
My table does not want you to put a ring on it.
I love that one.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Feel free to copy that.
You want to show things off.
And by the way, guys, if you got questions, ask them while we're here.
Yeah, because I got to be up at 4 a.m. So.
Oh my God, yeah, you got to. That's why I was trying to start early for us. All right, so we've got get a URL, check the names. Which, by the way, they can do all of that on your website, right?
Yeah. I have this little section where you can look up different domains, make sure they're available, stuff like that.
And you can purchase them through you, and they can renew them through you.
If you want to troll some bots, do some random searches of websites you have no intention of buying, like the 30 times.
That's also fair.
OnlyOstomies.com.
Emergency stop.
Oh, it's taken. Oh, God.
What kind of a
I have to move that link up.
Buy that one here. All right, let's see. All right, so let's say I did want to hire you because we're already at like an hour almost. Let's say because we've already had like 3 or 4 people who said they want to hire you. What are some things people need to know about? Like if before they come to you, what should they have ready? What should they have written down or quiet? What you tell me? What's it going to be?
So the first thing I'm going to say is I do this on the side. I work 6 days a week as a truck driver. I have an 11-month-old kid at home. I'm studying to switch careers into this kind of thing. So I do take a little bit longer than most people, but I won't, drag you on forever. The thing that stops progress is I deal with it with like 8 out of 10 people is if I ask you for something and you don't send it to me or get it done in a timely manner, your whole project gets put on hold. Because usually when I ask you for it is because I need it to continue on to the next step.
I was guilty of that, by the way. I was one of those 8 out of 10. Like he was like, "Hey, I need pictures."
So many people.
I'll get them to you soon.
It's not even like, even if I just like need you to upload one product just so I can configure your product page, something like that. If you're going to take a while, be like, hey, I can't get to it right now. That's fine. I'll move on to something else,
which
and
I
work
did
on other
do.
things.
I did do that. I told you, I'm like, hey, I suck.
But communication and stuff like that is going to get your stuff done a lot quicker. But that being said, don't start something if you don't know you can do it. I mean, it's good to like try and play around, but if you get halfway through something and then hire me, I'm gonna
you
try to
mean like
fix it,
building,
end
like
up
putting
giving
together a
up.
website?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to fix it, end up giving up, and starting from scratch anyway. So if you're kind of doubtful and you are able to, just call me, text me, email me. We'll work with you. I work with budgets. But like we talked about in the beginning, good product pictures, get all those ready, get a list of prices, simple things like that. And then look at other websites of people that are successful or you like their websites and list them. It's okay to steal ideas from other people. They're successful for a reason. You know, I won't say like I'm a designer. I'm not creative, but if you tell me, "Hey, I like this website," I'll make your website look almost like that but not copy them. You know, I don't come up I also don't know what your business is. So don't expect me to be like, "Hey, here's some of my products, make a website." I'm not going to know exactly what you want because every business is different. Some people like this big image right in the front, and then you got other people that just have like a little image and a bunch of products on their homepage. You have to tell me what you like and what you want. Otherwise, it's not going to come out. You're not going to be happy. And then I'm not going to be happy because you're going to be yelling at me the whole time. But look at other people's websites and find things you like. And are they successful? Does it catch your eye? Like, if something doesn't catch your eye, people aren't going to want to stay on your site.
Yep. And then like on mine, you even put like a video because like we put a video placeholder on mine because so like mine leads now to like it's just a boring video of glass trophies being made, but it's kind of cool and it's got some music and it shows people like a laser in action. I feel like people who never see lasers would look that and be like, that's cool. But at the same time, what I want to put there, and I keep meaning to film it at some point, is like me doing an intro video talking about the different materials that I can work with and, like who I am and all that kind of stuff. So basically, and it would just be like an embedded YouTube link to a commercial for my website. So that way anybody who scans my QR code would be able to see it. So that's my thought. You saw a carousel, you saw static pictures. So there's like 2 or 3 different ways that you could like highlight your business.
Yeah, like he wants a slideshow of different videos, like one of the DTF printer running, one of Tumblr going. I have the videos, I just have to edit them and make them look nice. Which, if you ask nicely, sometimes I'll do that. I'm not good at video editing, but I will make it work.
There you go. And then
don't be afraid.
Laura just said, Matt, your site is very nice. Yeah, that's because of Andrew.
I love Matt's site.
Yeah.
I like simple, clean, it looks perfect.
Yeah, and that was, by the way, one of the questions I asked was, can I change the color? Because I think we had like a sand color on there before, like my original color. And
it was like white and like this color right here.
Yeah, it's like a cream butter color, whatever. But anyways, Andrew was like, I got like 3 different colors. He showed me the blue color, and it kind of went with a lot of the stuff, or like the bluish white. And I was like, all right, or gray or whatever it was. And then like boom, just like that, it's good to go.
Like I also like recently started just sending 5 or 10 different color palettes to people and having them pick ones they like the best, and then I just go off there because I have a website just generates color palettes and the colors all flow together. You don't want like something completely crazy where there's just colors all over the place.
Right.
But like also if you do hire me, don't be afraid to like ask questions or be like, hey, I don't like this, can you fix it? Don't wait until the end because that'll just prolong things. Stop me, if you see something you don't like or you want changed, stop it right away. And that's the same if you hire somebody else. Like, don't be afraid to be vocal about your opinion. It's your website, it's not mine.
Yep. And that was one of my things. Like, there was something that you had done, you're like, yeah, if you don't like it, we can get rid of it. And I was like, yeah, kill it. And you're like, all right. And it's like done.
Yeah. And another thing, like if you wait or if you don't like work on your own thing and you hire me to begin with, like this website, she's waiting on a few products. So she's not paying for anything because it's a development store right now. She's not paying that $40 a month. It's just sitting here. If you buy your own site, I can't put it into development mode, so you're going to be stuck waiting and paying that $40 a month until it's ready. So if you hire me before you have a website, we could do that and just have a development store. It doesn't cost anything. So this whole site's ready to go, just waiting on a few things, and she doesn't have to pay for it until she's ready.
Yeah, I think what happened with me is I bought my Shopify. I had it for like 6 months before I started even like I just was shelling out money just to have it and not even do anything with it. And then I finally was like, I need to do something with it. So, by the way, Rose is saying, I know how to make sites. The only problem is ADA laws. The U.S. is horrible with them. People are browsing niches and filing lawsuits. I'd rather have somebody else make it, so they're to blame for ADA. Anything about ADA, American Disabilities Act?
Two things for that. Shopify handles most of it, as long as you have, your pictures set up with alternate descriptions is what they call it. Shopify handles everything else. But before you start with me, you sign a contract. I am not liable for anything.
Okay.
Also, there's a few other things in the contract, but read it. I'm not liable for anything like that. I am literally building your website.
Yeah. So you're not a lawyer. Compliance guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a lawyer, so I won't give, I'll tell you what I think, but I won't give you full legal advice or anything like that because that's not my thing.
Yeah, and that's where Sam was saying right here, minimalist designs and order flow are the way to go at these websites. So customers shouldn't have work to see, understand, and order your products and services, which is
that's why
their style. Super products. Clean, super cut.
Don't make it look like your MySpace site.
Well, I miss MySpace so much.
Me too.
Of course you do.
When everybody else was like, I'm moving to Facebook, I was like, but we can't customize the pages with HTML anymore.
Man.
It's like, what the fuck? When somebody goes to my profile, I can't make it play Ohio is for Lovers. What am I going to do?
That's where I learned HTML.
Yeah.
That's where we all learned HTML.
That's how you learn how to get rid of Tom as your friend. That's what it is. Like, what'd you learn HTML for?
On TikTok.
Yeah.
GeoCities sucks. It was all about Angel Fire.
Oh my God. Alex coming in hot with the good stuff. All right. So real quick, in case you don't know, I'm going to read off what he told me earlier because I'm going to plug you. I think he's really great at what he does, and I appreciated what he did for my site. So he offers small site hosting for WordPress for a small fee without e-commerce, right? $25 for e-commerce with light traffic. Complete Shopify, WooCommerce, Wix, Webflow setup. God, there's so much stuff. SEO development, complete overhauls of your page, simple site builds, hourly support if you just wanted to talk with them about what you've got going on and trying to fix something. And he can do a monthly retainer and be on call for you. So is all that stuff listed on your website? Like they can go there and click it all?
It will be by next week. I have been super busy, so it's not there. But if you go to my website, it'll be under this services part. The biggest thing like I'm excited for is like the monthly thing, where if you don't have time to do your products or you want stuff changed on your website, it's not for like complete overhauls. It'll be, a monthly fee and I'll be there. You send a little request in this portal that I have set up for everybody. This is actually what it'll look like when you sign in, and you just add a little request here and I'll be on it. It's not for like site builds or overhauls. It's for support, changing things, or if you don't have time to do something.
I got you. Yeah, and that's literally why you hire Andrew, because it took me 3 hours. I don't know, did you ever mess with it, Anthony, like with Wix or because you use Wix, right?
No, he's got WordPress.
WordPress, I mean, not Wix. God. I was going to say, like, for me, Shopify, they're all W's, man. For me, Shopify, it took me like an hour and a half to like add something and then add the 12 different colors so that when you clicked on the word red, it went to red. And I was like, yes, I'm a god. And then Laser of Love said she always had Tom as a friend. Awesome. And then Bronson said, not going to lie, this is exactly how I want my website to look.
Which one? So, I scrolled through like tons.
I think it was the one that you just were on before with like the 4 cups across it and four black cups. And Rose,
this one,
I think so. Rose said, I love those tumblers with the colors underneath. If you hover over the colors, does it change the cup? And the answer is yes.
That's
and
wild.
You built all this, right?
Yeah. And you don't even have to leave the page to pick your variation and do your customization. You could do it all from the homepage, all right there.
That's pretty dope.
You can do your customization, add it right to your cart, and boom, it's there.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Without even going to the product page.
I've got a couple of big orders that have come in. I'm gonna have to like hire you for more stuff. God dang it. Anyways, all right. So that being said, I think that's everything, man. Like you covered it all. So in case you guys, again, like if you just got here or you missed why we're looking at all this stuff, I'm gonna bring us back to us. Basically, it is already almost July. Christmas in July is going to start happening. People are already starting to look for like holiday gifts. And if you're somebody who's been waiting to pull the trigger on a website, start now because fall is literally, I don't know about you guys. Like I just was signing a check the other day and I had to write in May for the first time. And I was like, where did 2024 go? Like I feel like January took.
You write checks?
Well, I had to for this instance. Don't give me shit. Don't give me shit, Kyle. But yeah, so I literally was filling it out, and it was just I had to write like May in there. I was like, oh my god, like what?
Yeah, so since Boyce left, I'm pretty sure Matt's the oldest now. I think he has to write checks.
I'm 40.
I'd be.
Anthony wins.
I'll be 43 this year.
Anthony may be the oldest, but he's not the most vocal about writing checks. That's you.
Remember, I lost my checkbook before I could even write my first check.
That's a grandpa move I've ever heard.
No, that's the oldest man thing you could possibly do.
Right, yeah, is running around. Gosh dang it, I just saw
it.
The
best part, though, it would be in his T-shirt. It would be in his pocket of his tucked-in shirt jeans. That's what it would be, like with the T-shirt
with my braided leather belt.
Yeah. Like, oh, my God. The scale. Oh, no. Gulf Coast said he'll be 50 next week. It's okay. It's okay. It's a young 50.
50 is the new 20.
That's Andrew's really fishing today. 50 is the new 20. Come to my website and check me out. Oh yeah, Laura said we're not making this an age thing. All right. So anyways, guys,
on 80. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. My body feels like it's 75 every day. All right, so if you enjoyed the show, guys, make sure you do everything Alex is about to tell you. Go, Alex.
Well, first of all, this episode of the Laser Source podcast was sponsored by Johnson Plastics Plus. They're the best. You can look at all the things that we have about them on the places that we put stuff to look at. So make sure you do that. Also, you can save 15% off most orders with the discount code that Matt knows,
YLR-ZDF, all caps.
So make sure that you do that too, because they have the Primo stuff. I'll have an episode coming out where we do a bunch of like testing with that stuff soon. You guys saw me unbox it. We did a bunch of lasering of it, and I just chop it up. I have 8 million things to do. Instead of doing those things, I went on the internet to see if Angel Fire and GeoCities were still online.
Oh my god!
Fun fact: Angel Fire is and GeoCities is not. So I believe that means Angel Fire wins. If you don't want to roll the dice on Andrew Farmer, you can try your best to make your own website at angelfire.lycos.com.
It will not be as good.
And we wish you the best of luck with that.
I don't know how well that will go for you.
I feel like you should use 424 Solutions, which there's a link below in the description.
If you decide not to risk it with Angel Fire, when you're done visiting Andrew's website, you can head over to lasereverything.net. This is our new Laser Everything website. It's really fancy. We rely on your support to continue our work. That's the new header on the website page. And it's true. While we do appreciate our sponsor, Johnson Plastics Plus, our expenses certainly outclass what we generate from just their sponsorship alone. And in the spirit of that, joining the LMA, we've added some new ways for you to support the channel and our efforts to create a free and open network with all this great laser information. So if you want to find out more about these new options, you can come to the lasereverything.net website and click around. We now have a coffee page. We've got LibraPay and YouTube memberships. And yes, even the Patreon has reopened. And this is mostly because I've been looking at some people that I follow online that have nothing to do with lasering, and they're offering multiple platforms, which they wouldn't be doing unless that was working. And B, the LMA still does not accept any other payment method other than Stripe, which I know has just been like really frustrating for a lot of people that want to support the channel. And so if you'd rather do PayPal, which I think every single other one of these options supports, you can go check out one of these. They're literally brand new. I just threw them up today. Those are not opening links. They're opening. I want to open the image in a new tab. Are these not clickable? Oh, they are. Okay, good. So like, here's the coffee page. There's nothing on it yet. It is literally bare butt baby nothing. So go check them out. Share them if you want to share them. Enjoy the rest of the redesigned website. Who said earlier that was it Sam said that websites shouldn't have to make people think in order to get around?
Yeah.
I really tried to clean this up, guys. I don't know if you can tell or not. This is like as simple as this website's ever been. So things like the free fiber laser settings packs are here, just clear as day, black and white.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. I literally went black and white with it just to make it like as simple as humanly possible for people to be able to get around and find things that they're looking to find. So that's all here, including a buying guide, which is in the middle of being revamped. Here's the 2024 buying guide, guys. It is not done yet, but it is well underway. And again, cleaner and should be a little easier to navigate for you. So hopefully that helps. More news about that later. And I think that's all I've got.
Except for the number one way to support us, which is the Laser Master Academy.
Wait, which I talked about. That's not here at MakerREMIX.com. That's over here at the LMA, Laser Master Academy, the number one way to support the channel, and our hub if you're looking for support and a community to help you out while doing things laser related, including Matt's new business sections here. This is all of Matt's planned business nonsense. I think B100 and I think B100, yeah, it's business. I don't do that. I'm a tech guy. B100 and B101 are up for public, right?
Yes, and the rest of them are under construction / editing.
Yeah, you guys can't see this giant list, but this giant list is coming. So,
like Alex was like, I want to see a lot of stuff up there. And one day he came back, he's like, "What the hell is all this?" And I was like, "It's all the stuff."
It's really big. So Matt has big plans. So B100, B101 are up. There's assessments and written lessons and audio lessons to go along with the free videos that we're publishing online to the YouTube channel. Look at all this other stuff, guys. We got so much other stuff planned for just courses on the LMA. So make sure you go check that out. L100 Intro to Lasers is up right now as well. And all of this other stuff that you're used to seeing from the LMA. There's a lot here, guys. The LMA is certainly grown, and it's just getting bigger every day. So if you want to find out more about that, you can head over to masters.lasereverything.net. And we're going to keep working for you. So we hope that we see you over here or on one of our other new support platforms soon. If you're looking for bonus goodies like extra live events and extra podcast episodes and all that kind of community based stuff, the LMA is definitely the one you want to sign up for. We do not have a bunch of perks set up for these other platforms yet. It's more just to give an option for people that just want to support a way that they can do it that works with their financial setup. The LMA is still 100% the go-to if you're looking to up your laser game. So again, that's all there. You can check that out in your own time, but I don't want to ramble on about it for too long. So Andrew, sorry that I'm sick and I didn't get to talk to you too much tonight, dude, but Matt sounds like he fucking handled it. So I'm glad you could come on. Hopefully you can come on soon again. Anthony's been doing it. He's just been showing up. He's like, "Hi, I'm here." So maybe you'll hear us in the next couple of weeks. It'd be cool to have you back.
By the way, real quick, I agree with you, but Laura, being supportive like always, just gave us a super sticker. So thank you, Laura. Woo!
Thanks, Laura.
And one more thing, Laura is so super sweet. Ashley, my wife, saw a picture that Laura had posted on her Facebook, and I was like, isn't this really cool? Like, I was like, man, I don't want to mess with full wraps. But I wanted to give a shout out to Laura because she actually, for Teacher Appreciation Week, sent Ashley this right here, which I wish I had it on my. Look at that really cool cup, dude. Look how sick that is.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I don't know if you guys can see it. I know it's kind of like, I just was like, way to like make me look terrible in front of my wife. Oh, my dirty screen. There you go. So she made this like full wrap 40-ounce cup for Ashley. I just wanted to say thank you very much, Laura. We appreciate you. So, and the channels appreciate you too.
Laura's bae.
Straight up. She is Angel Fire.
Angel Fire.
Angel Fire. All right.
That's all we got, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Laser Source Podcast. Matt, thanks for hosting, bro. Appreciate you. Good cover. And we will see you guys in the next one. Adios.
Have a good night, everybody.
Who did?